On the 5th of February 1985, a baby boy was born to Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro and Jose Dines Aveiro. They were simple people, making their way through life as a cook and a gardener in Santo Antonio, Funchal. This small town is located on the island of Madeira, Portugal, overlooking the ocean. Santo Antonio means Saint Anthony, and on that day, a saint was indeed delivered into the world of football. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Named after his father's favorite actor, US President Ronald Reagan, Ronaldo's early life hardly resembled a Hollywood movie. His rag-to-riches story begins with a childhood rooted in severe poverty. His Catholic family, like many others in the town, struggled to survive. Food and shelter were considered luxuries, and at Christmas time, there was rarely any sign of Santa Claus. Their house was a tin-roofed shack which would often leak due to the warm and powerful thunderstorms that graced the Portugal coast each summer.
A lot of guys do come out from poverty, hard upbringings, and that's their motivation. A lot of that is the motivation that keeps them pushing.
Cristiano was the youngest child, having an elder brother, Hugo, and two elder sisters, Elma and Liliana Katia. Quarters were tight, as Ronaldo, his brother, and two sisters shared one room. The dirt floor was their bed. Crumpled clothing served as a pillow. In addition to the financial hardships of this family, he also found it hard to make friends his own age. He was a lonely boy, and his only companion became a tattered football he found in an alleyway. He would take the ball to a nearby wall, and there, between the cement and stone, he practiced. He'd spend every waking hour with his friend, skipping meals and sometimes school.
What inspired you to take up soccer? What inspired you to start playing?
Well, that one is a tough question and a good question. I don't know why I am a footballer, maybe because the sports that I since when I'm a kid, it's what made me more attention, maybe because of my brother, my father, my cousins, because they all play football.
Já he feito uma presença ao vivo e estou feliz, com muita energia para ser el mejor.
Ronaldo's childhood mirrored that of another football great, Edison Arantes do Nascimento. You probably know him simply as Pelé. Before becoming a three-time champion at the World Cup and scoring over 1,300 goals, Pelé's career started with an old sock stuffed with rags. His father, a minor league footballer, taught Pelé, and with his unmatched dedication, he flourished. Pelé would become the youngest player ever to win the World Cup at just 17 years old, scoring 6 goals for Brazil.
Lord! And Lord!
And for Ronaldo, much like Pelé, if it wasn't about football, it was a nuisance. Football was his life. He molded his skills playing against everyone and anyone, young and old.
Without application, your talent doesn't mean anything. You've got to have the two. Application without talent is difficult, but you can still maybe get by. Talent without no application, you've got no chance.
At the age of 8, Ronaldo joined amateur local team Andorina. At that age, this young child was a far cry from the muscled athlete that commands the pitch today. And even though he was skinnier and less developed than his competition, Ronaldo's talents were recognized immediately.
Ronaldo, he started off at a really young age. I mean, you know, like we all do when we're starting football. And that when you get to sort of an age of 10, 11, 12 years old, you'll then start finding that these clubs will be, and professional clubs will be looking at you to see whether they can actually move you forward.
Ronaldo's skills were creating a great deal of buzz. Smaller football clubs in Spain, Portugal and England are always on the lookout for their next star, and the competition is tough. Having the ability to occasionally strike the ball into the goal is not enough to get you noticed.
The first thing we look for in any player is what natural ability he's got. You know, it's not what we can coach him, it's what has he got that he shows us, what does he bring to us. And then after that was, you know, does he got a love for the game? Does he love training? Does he love coaching? Has he got a passion for the game? And is he full of enthusiasm? But first and foremost is his own natural ability.
However, this was not a problem for the young Ronaldo. At just 12 years of age, he moved 600 miles from his poor, small town to the city of Lisbon, where he had an offer from Sporting.
He had the opportunity then to move to a size of very big club in Portugal, which then allowed him, with his family, to progress and push him forward. That's where you need the support to actually move forward with your career.